Hello friends, we'll be making a road fighter game in this series. We'll be using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and um, HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Jquery to build this game. So this is a road fighter game. It is a classic road fighter game. Let me see. If you just see and type road fighter Nintendo, if you just see the images, see, this is a part of the game that we are trying to build. So let's see how we can build this game. So we have this. So what I will do, I have created a GitHub repository where I have all the code installed, and I'll be using all the resources from that code. Its name is RoadFighter. So if you see here, if I just clone this repo here, new, okay, new, git bash here, and now if I'm just cloning this RoadFighter repository, git clone, so that I can get the necessary resources for my game. So here is RoadFighter. So what we have is some image, this roadblock, this red car, this blue car, this fuel car, this flag, this progress bar, this truck, this yellow car, this flag, this blue car, this car. Okay, all have planted in my let me create a new folder, name it road fight. Here I will paste all these required resources. You can all the resources from my GitHub repository. I'll post the link in the description of the Okay, so I open this in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so the idea behind using this code, this snippet is just to build a game. Desktop road fighter. Okay, we have all this. So first of all, I'm just saving it. The file will be code HTML game index.html. Another file that I'm going to create is game dot index.css. It will be game dot css style.css. The next file I'm going to create is game.js. Okay, I will be using Jquery for this writing this JavaScript file, and yeah. So first of all, I write the basic HTML code. So I use HTML. Basic HTML code is here, and the title I type it road fighter. So how will proceed with the game? First of all, we want some div. This will hold the road container. Okay, now we'll be having some grass containers. You have to actually remember this image. See the road fighter game. This is the road fighter game. You have to design something like this. Other if you have to design something like this. So how, let's see how we can achieve this. So this is a grass container, this is a grass container, and this entire is a road container. The road container will consist of this road tile repeated many times towards the y-axis. So I'm having something known as the road. This road will contain this road container. Okay, let me write some letters here so that there is these sections, they are actually visible. Okay, I write a letter A in each one of them. Okay, and the best thing to show the demarcations of something class is road, and the best thing to show the demarcations is to show them with a border. So we just use a position absolute of, and the line will be, this will be transform translate x 50% minus 50%, and height will be 10,000 pixels, and border will be 10 px solid red. Let us see what we get on the screen with this. Okay, we have not implemented road use this style.css file, so we have to just include that also. Link rel is equals to style sheet, charef is equals to this dot css game dot style.css. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so if I put align it items center, or if I use display flex and flex and flex direction is flex space around, let me see what is that thing that takes the flex space around argument. Space around css flex box, justify content, space around. Okay, I think the problem is with this transform statement. Okay, and if I remove the position absolute, yeah, so we have the entire, converting it as an entire page. And what I want is, I want the width to be 60 pixels, 60 pixels. Okay, I think the problem is if I use the transform property, translate x, and I move it as 100 pixels. Okay, it's moving 100 pixels, right? So we can make it as 50 viewport width, and I refresh it. Yeah, so it's in the middle now, and it has all this side. So what I will do is, I will put, I'll make the width as, I'll put some background here, background image on URL. I'll write, what is the name of that file? It's roadblock, I guess. Yeah, it's roadblock.jpg. So we're filling it with roadblock.jpg. And now I'm gonna make the width as 600 pixels. Yeah, it will be good if it is not 50 viewport width but 40 viewport width, and that 6 pixel is not actually 600, it's 500, and I put the overflow as in here. Still the width is viewport width is not correct, so I just make it 35 viewport width, and the width will be 400 px. Still not better. We can try a smaller width. Okay, I missed the margin on the right. 350 I think is ideal, or rather I should make the width as auto. Let me see if auto works here. Actually this width auto should come below here. So okay, it's not working. Width will be 100%. Okay, well, let's see if 100% works. No, 100% of. So it's good if you just manually adjust it. I'm actually not that good with CSS. Yeah, so this is right. It seems that 350 works fine. So we can just remove the border now. And have a roadblock here. See, it looks like a one continuous road now. Now similarly the grass will also be placed on. Okay, now there is one problem. Scroll. See what happens now. The strategy that I'm using is that I'll set the scroll margin to the bottom. When we will scroll up, it will show like the like the road is moving downwards. It will show like it will look like the road is moving downwards let's just call it move upwards. So I will move the scroll wheel upwards, and it will look that the car is moving forward. Okay, so okay, uh, now I'll be using the grass container, and that will contain of a transform component. I will make grass containers here. So I'll use that border again, border 10px solid black, px solid black, and I will use again the same properties. All these properties intact. Width and everything is here. Let us see. Okay, grass container class. This translate x will be 5 viewport width, not 5. It will be 35 minus 17. 35 minus 17 will be around 17 viewport width. Okay, something wrong with the calculations. I make it 5 viewport width. Okay, the problem is that the grass container is inside the road container, I guess. Yeah, I have to just move it outside the road. Yeah, that's why it's showing something differently, behaving in a different manner. Zero viewport width. Okay, I'll just make it a background color of. I'll be using a background color property to know its spread. Background color red. Let us see how it's moving now. Display none. See if so I'm sorry, display none will be placed here. Display none, just to see if it works. Okay. It's because of this. Oh, okay, got the problem. Display none. If this is not down, we have this, but the problem is that this grass container I just move it upwards, and I'm drawing this road container at 35px, and I remove this display none here. If you see like this, I don't know what the problem is. I guess that the display none property, it is showing display none property is actually affecting it. display name property, what happens is this road is not mounted into the DOM. So road has this, class container has this. It's totally independent. There is nothing that relates them. Road container, road, and grass container. There's nothing that links them. Okay, I'll remove this transform property on the road container and see if it works. No, not still. I'll write a position absolute, and see, I'm not that good with CSS. ZPX. Okay. No, no way. Is it due to justify content space around? No. Is it because of this transform? DBX? No. Yeah. So if it's position absolute and now left is 500 px, let us see now if it works. Yeah. So we have separated the road container from the grass container, and now we can make the grass. So in the background here you can use the URL. The file name is left tile, I guess. Yes, it is left tile. Use the left tile. Width will be 300 px, and that position will be 100 px. Let's see how it translates and looks into code. Okay, then we'll find out the left tile dot jpg. I don't know why it is left tile dot jpg. Because it's background color, not background image. So I made it background image, and now let us see if we can reduce the width as to 250 px, or we can reduce the width further to 200 px, and we can reduce the width further to 180 px. Yeah, perfect. So we have can now shift it 200 px here. So that would be 300px. Okay, so if I could just simply remove this, now this glass container 1, this will be similarly, there will be a glass container 2, so I can just copy this and made a glass container 2. Yeah, and this glass container 2 will be here. Everything would be same. I use a property called as, I have to mirror image or flip the image, so it will be $90 will be $180, and this will have left as 900px. Okay, why have this left tile? This 180 is not understood by it. I guess it will be 180 degree. Okay, flip background image CSS. Flip background image in CSS. We'll just write transform. Okay, scale X, scale Y. Okay, -1. So we'll use the property scale transform scale X property will be used. So here transform scale X -1. Let's see if it rotates the image. Yeah, perfect. So we can place it not at 900px, we can place it as 840px. Perfect. So we have this road here. Okay, we have a border at here, so I can use asterisk border margin 0 and padding 0. Padding 0 just to zero out all the additional margin and padding. I don't know why there is a glass container as okay, we'll mend it later. Just empty space. Margin bottom. This road is having some space. At the end, I don't know why. I can try to fix it as margin bottom 0px. Padding. Let me see where it is the space. Let me body border 1px solid black. Rather make it 5px solid black. So okay. This space is now reduced. Okay, I'll just remove all the borders from here. So we can now remove the border here. So how we can remove the border? We can remove the border simply by removing all those. This 10 px border has to be removed. This 10 px border has also to be removed. I'll keep a thin border here. So okay, after removing the border, there is a little bit of disturbance here in the grounds. So I'll leave it to you to adjust all the values freely. I'm moving out of the control logic of the game now. So what we want is to move the car when and how the car will be moved. The car will move as the scroll bar move upwards. The car will move forward. So when we hit refresh, thus we see the scroll position is somewhere random, not fixed, entirely at the bottom, not entirely at the top. Even if we refresh it here, we get it here. So what we want to do is we want to put it at the bottom when we refresh it. So what we can do is we'll use the script tag here. We'll be writing, okay, I will be importing that script type is equals to text and src is equals to game.js. Inside this game.js file, what I'll be doing is okay.